Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you my answers for the questions in the fantasy book tag. The link for the original creators channel as well as all the questions in the tag will be down in the description. So don't forget to leave your answers in the comments below. Without any further ado, let's get into the questions right away. Question number 1. What is the longest fantasy series you've ever read? I'm sure if you're my subscriber, you know the answer for this. It is definitely the Shadowhunter Chronicles by Cassandra Clare. There are totally 19 books out now and I've read 15 of the 19 books. I've just got 4 more to catch up with the series, and I'm sure that I'll be finishing the books that are out in 1 or 2 more months, and we have at least 5 more books to be added on to the series, of which 3 books belong to a single series which has not even been started yet, and the other 2 books are last books to 2 series, which are Chain of Thorns, which is the last book in the Last of Us series, and the Black Volume of the Dead, which is the last book in the Eldest Curses series. Apart from this, if we get some short story collections, the number will go for over 24 books. So that's definitely a huge number for a single series, and by far that is the longest series that I've read. Question number 2. Favorite fantastical setting or world? It's definitely the wizarding world. Okay, it has a lot of nostalgia attached to it. Also, apart from all the bad things that have been happening due to J.K. Rowling right now, I'm sure everyone who has read Harry Potter will love that world. Even if they don't like any of the other things within the series, that world is something that you can just escape into and totally forget reality and what are things that are actually going on around you. I'm sure that's my most favorite fantastical world. Question number 3. Besides Harry Potter, which is your favorite fantasy book or series? It's definitely The Grishaverse by Leigh Bardugo. Okay, I have not read the last book that's out now, and it is Rule of Wolves. That is the second book in the King of Scars duology. Technically, Lee has said that that will be the finale for The Grishaverse. I've enjoyed each and every one of the books that I've read from that single universe, and also the Shadow and Bone Netflix adaptation was awesome. Okay, it's definitely my most favorite. I like it even more than Harry Potter right now because that's my most favorite series. It's definitely not my favorite world to be in, but it's definitely my most favorite fantasy series. Question number 4. What fantasy book do you think was more popular? This is an adult fantasy book, which is the first book in a trilogy, yet I think this is suitable for young adults also because it is really good for people who are trying to transition from young adult books into adult books, and it is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a Middle Eastern inspired fantasy, and I should say the world building in this one is excellent. The research done by the author is out of the words and her writing is so gorgeous. Okay, apart from all these other things which I have said, the writing of the author is so gorgeous and the politics in this one is really heavy. So if you're a person who likes reading politically intriguing books, this is definitely one book which you should try, and I don't think many people recommend this enough on YouTube, and I definitely want this to be even more popular. Question number 5. Your favorite villain? Okay, rather than villain, I can say that this character is an antagonist, and I'm talking about none other than Cersei Lannister from A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones. Definitely, I have not seen an even worthier character than Cersei when it comes to being a villain or an antagonist, because she is definitely the best. I think Cersei is definitely a personification of power. Okay, there is this particular scene in the show itself, Game of Thrones, where she just says a single dialogue and expresses how much power she has over that power. It is definitely a really awesome series to read, as well as an incredibly well written character. Definitely the amount of power and ambition that Cersei has, I'm sure if a human being has that in this world, they can achieve anything that they want by doing anything that they want. So she's definitely my most favorite villain. Question number 6. What's the first fantasy book you've ever read? It's definitely an obvious answer, Harry Potter. Okay, I'm sure many people who started reading fantasy might have also started from Harry Potter, at least in my generation, because it's definitely like a phenomenon rather than just a book series out there. I'm sure that anyone who's not even a reader can definitely get into reading by having Harry Potter as a threshold to get into reading, or specifically fantasy, because it's definitely one thing which encompasses a lot of things that everyone likes to have in life, and I think that's one of the main reasons many people like to start from there and don't forget it very easily. Number 7. Your favorite Harry Potter book? Okay, my most favorite Harry Potter book is book number 5, which is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. The thing which I liked about this one is that this is the only book in which we get to see all the different shades of Harry. Okay, he's a brave person, that's shown really clearly from book 1 through book 7, but this is the only book in which we get to see a lot more of Harry's pain. Okay, his PTSD, his trauma, all the things that he's experienced in the past and all the things that he's experiencing currently, and the only pillar that he has backed on a lot, Dumbledore, not being there for him so openly because of various different reasons. Okay, the way in which Harry is written in this one might make many readers get annoyed on him, but definitely I think this is Harry at his purest and raw rawest form, and that's one of the reasons why I like him a lot. Apart from this, the darkness in the world that starts building from this book is on a different level, and it just steps up the series to a much greater level for the last 2 books, and it sets up the finale also really beautifully. So it's definitely my most favorite. Question number 8. What is your favorite mythical creature? Okay, I don't think I have to answer this question. Okay, you can just see my channel's name. Okay, book dragon, the book dragon. So definitely dragons are my most favorite mythical creatures. If I could just breathe fire and fly, that would be my dream come true. I'm sure that's definitely the best kind of life to live. Also, in Game of Thrones, my most favorite house is Targaryen. Although they have all their cons with them, I'm sure the power that the Targaryens had because of the dragons and the dragon blood and their association with the dragons is something which is so powerful and so unique and comparable to anything else. So definitely dragons are so mythical and so majestic in many instances, and I get drawn to them and I gravitate towards them a lot easily. So they are my most favorite mythical creatures. Question number 9. Favorite female protagonist? Definitely this is a very easy answer for me. Male protagonist is a bit difficult, but female protagonist is dead simple. It's definitely Daenerys Targaryen from A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones. Again, I can clearly say, okay, despite all the flaws and the good things that Daenerys has, she is the only character whom I felt so real about, and the power that Daenerys has, along with all the compassion and love that she can express to her subjects, is something which makes her stand out from all of the other protagonists and main characters I've ever read before. Definitely each and every turning point that she has in her overall arc is excellent, and there are certain peak points that are very specific for Daenerys alone, and no one else has such pivotal moments ever in the entire series. Okay, not even Jon Snow has such great moments as Daenerys does, and definitely she's my most favorite protagonist because of various reasons, but one of the most important reasons is definitely her ability to withstand whatever comes in the way and persevere no matter what happens. Question number 10. Favorite male protagonist? Okay, I could not choose just a single character for a male protagonist, so I listed the top 3 that I could rank. Okay, I could not exclude these characters from the video, so I wanted to add them. The first one is someone whom I don't talk about a lot, and it is Laszlo Strange from Strange the Dreamer. Okay, Laszlo is some character who's so typically a reader rather than anything else, and I'm sure anyone who's a reader, okay, you might be from any gender, I'm sure if you're a reader you'll be able to relate with Laszlo on a really root level. The second one is Nikolai Lantsov. Okay, Nikolai is definitely a person so funny outside but very scheming within, and the intellect that he displays and the charm and charisma that this character has, that is Nikolai Lantsov has, is incredibly awesome. So he's definitely one of my most favorite male protagonists of all. If I don't include my darling, this will not be complete. So obviously Magnus Bane from the Shadowhunter Chronicles. Of all the Shadowhunters in the Shadowhunter Chronicles, this Downworlder is my most favorite character of all. I've said many times that Magnus, Isabel and Simon are my equally favorite top characters, but definitely if I have to pick one from the 3, I'll definitely pick Magnus up, and these are my 3 most favorite male protagonists. So yes guys, that's all for today, and if you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.